I want you to imagine delicious, crunchy, salty pretzel coated in the most creamy, buttery caramel and then covered in absolutely delicious chocolate. And this is just one of 3 assorted flavors you're going to get. And they're delightful. They're delightful not just to eat, but to gift, to enjoy, to snack on. And you will get 24 of them individually wrapped. So let me quickly tell you, everything we're going to present in our Gourmet Holiday Show live this afternoon on QVC2 will be there in time for Easter. So if you are looking at these pretzel rods from Mrs. Prindables and saying, that's how I want to fill my Easter basket, by all means, this is your opportunity. And because it's the big deal price, unbeatable. $35 for 24 of these gourmet pretzels. They'll be there in time for Easter, and we have 6 easy payments, and your gourmet food always ships for free. So let me put on the screen a little bit of quick information, and I'm going to introduce you to our guests. First of all, you have a choice of ship weeks. No matter which choice you are making, it will be there in time for Easter. So you can have your pretzel rods shipped immediately, or you can have them shipped April 15th. Either way, they are there in time for Easter. And I will tell you how long they're going to last, well beyond. So get them, stock up, get as many sets as you'd like to have for now, for later. But if you want the big deal price of $35, actually $34.99, you want to make sure you are ordering now. So a 62650 is the item number. Let me introduce you to the lady who brings us these delicious treats from Mrs. Prindables. Our good friend Lori Shore is here.
So good to see you.
Oh, my goodness. I have to feel a little bit bad.
Yeah, one little piece of caramel, believe it or
Thank
not.
You. I was going to say, for talking with my mouth full, but I couldn't help it. I'm so thrilled that you were here.
I'm so thrilled too. You know, we've never done a big deal before, as you mentioned. We've never even done an all pretzel assortment as a today's special value.
Really?
So this is kind of virgin territory for us.
So what I'd love to do, because I know there are a lot of people who love Mrs. Prindables, and I wanted to invite you to call us. If you'd like to speak live on the air, tell everybody about the delicious caramel, whether you've had it on the apples or whether you've had the pretzel rods. The phone number to call to speak live on the air is 800-600-1556, and we'll talk to as many of you as we can. And we're also going to give you some fun ideas of how you'll enjoy sharing these pretzels if you'd love to do that.
You'll find out how I spent my whole weekend.
So, Lori, what I'd love for you to do is take us through what we're getting in the assortment, and then we'll talk about Mrs. Prindables a little more.
24 individually, indeed, and individually wrapped gourmet chocolate caramel pretzel rods. You get all 24 that you see right here. They all come individually wrapped. We're going to go to the bottom row, though, because we unwrapped half of them just so you could see these toppings a little bit more clearly, and I love starting with that first one. That is a fan favorite. So we dunk all the pretzels in that same caramel that we dunk our apples in, that one that we've perfected for over 30 years now. Then we enrobed 8 in milk chocolate and topped it with Heath Toffee. We had to include that one. That's probably our all-time most popular flavor on QVC for our pretzels, I'm guessing. The next one over is a brand new look. So these are all classic flavors, but with new looks. This is enrobed in white chocolate on top of that caramel, and then we sprinkled it with, festive daisies, which looks so fun, great for Easter and beyond. And then finally, for the first time ever, on top of milk chocolate, we used a pastel creamy green drizzle. So it looks pretty, and it's great for the chocolate purist.
Springtime. Yum. That's what these all remind me of. So let's talk a little bit about Mrs. Prindables, because when I snapped that pretzel rod, and you saw the snap and you could hear the snap of that delicious crunchy pretzel, but then the caramel just made it chewy and buttery and delicious, and the chocolate is gourmet as well. So tell us all about it.
Well, it's such a joy to bring kind of our approach to caramel apples to these pretzels. So we pioneered the gourmet caramel apples about 30 years ago. It's really simple, though. You just use fresh, quality ingredients in the perfect proportions and combinations, and that's what we do here. So same copper pot, same small batches, same glorious ingredients that we use for our apple caramel. That's what we make at Mrs. Prindables daily when we create these. Then we dunk our pretzels into that caramel, and we enrobe them in chocolate. We've got the steps here. So we start with that crunchy, salty pretzel. It's proportion and balance. We love the textures and we love the flavors of that. Dunk it in the caramel that Leah was showing you just a smidge ago, and then enrobed in that glorious milk chocolate, and finally drizzled or sprinkled or topped with those 3 different flavors.
Speaking of the 3 different flavors, I went in first because the daisy just spoke to me, and I thought it's just so adorable with the white chocolate and the daisies done in all the fun kind of colors of springtime and Easter. But every single one of these is a great choice. So tell me about the milk chocolate.
Oh, this is so fun. So 2 of the 3 flavors are enrobed in milk chocolate, and it's just come on. I remember the first time about 10 years ago, I had my first chocolate-covered pretzel.
Oh.
Okay, so milk chocolate, glorious high-quality milk chocolate on top of a pretzel. How great is that? But don't forget about that just delicious, exquisite, made from scratch caramel.
Yeah.
And then that wonderful drizzle that doesn't distract from those wonderful, simple, classic ingredients.
I'm going in. And I'll tell you what also is really nice. It's sort of the perfect ratio of each of those 3 elements.
That's
because
what I love.
If you love pretzels for, how crunchy and they're perfectly salty, and it's a gourmet pretzel to start, and then you love the caramel because it's chewy and buttery, and let's face it, who doesn't love chocolate? With each bite, it's just the right amount of every one of those things.
My family knows very well that I have a hard time sharing these. In all honesty, I think it's because it's the perfect amount. It's that self-indulgence where I don't feel like I'm going crazy. It's that mid-afternoon, the kids are coming home off the bus. I want to be ready to welcome them home with open arms. Please don't, so many times with Mrs. Prindables, we think gifts, and we've got great gift ideas that we'll show you in a second. Keep a lot of these for yourself. This is in your purse, on the go. You know what I mean? This is in those lunch boxes, just to say I love you to your kids. This is to get the family gathering around the kitchen table after dinner, just lingering a little bit longer. So really, don't just think gifts on this. That's my advice, and it'll make me feel less guilty in the way I handle it.
So a couple things that are happening.
Tell me.
First of all, there are 2 ship dates, many of you opting to ship immediately. So whether you're choosing to ship immediately or whether you're choosing the April 15th ship date, these will be there by Easter. Remember, Easter's a little later this year. Lori, can we talk to you about how long these are going to last? Because if I get them at home, because you brought us some really fun ideas
we'll go
for
there.
sharing.
Yes.
And not just for Easter, which I love, and we'll talk about that. But once I get my pretzel rods at home, what do I do? How do I store them, and how long will they last?
4 months, so into July. So that means we've got the Easter, an Easter basket right here, and we've got some great Easter ideas coming up. That's a no-brainer. Adults and children, men and women are all going to love these. So if your adult kids are expecting that Easter basket, you've got the perfect thing to fill it with. But then we just show you through all the different ways that you can use these, whether you're hosting a birthday party for favors, if you're serving it with ice cream. This can be your self-indulgence. I love this milkshake. I'd be very happy with that. But for me, it's milk or coffee that goes with these. So enjoy these now. Keep them around to enjoy them for yourself and the people that you love.
All right, so let's do this. I'd love to take everybody through one more
Oh,
time, if we can, everything
flavors,
that we're getting. And then we'll pop over because you have the cutest display, and I want you to pay close attention, and Lori wants you to steal these ideas. All right, so what am I getting in my assortment of 24?
All 24. And let me just say, I've been bringing Prindables to QVC for 10 years this summer.
Oh, my goodness.
I have never been more proud of flavors or value when you look at the total price on this and the individual price. And these are the flavors. Enrobed in milk chocolate with Heath toffee, enrobed in white chocolate with the daisy sprinkles, enrobed in milk chocolate with that pastel green drizzle. All crunchy, salty pretzel rods, first step dunked in that classic legendary caramel.
And I'll tell you, when they get them, and each one in its own individual package, you can put them in a little gift bag if you want to. I love your little display, a little tissue paper and whatever little bunny decoration you like. But they'll know that they have a gourmet treat. And if you've gone to some of those specialty, candy shops and gourmet treat places, you pay a premium. The best ingredients, made in the very best way, that's what you're getting. So the fact that this is a big deal, it is brand new today. We've never offered you anything like this before from Mrs. Prindables. That's the reason it's been as popular as it's been. So we do have it available for you. You're going to choose your ship date, either immediately, meaning it's going out and you'll have it in the next couple of days, or you can ship it April 15th. It will still be there in time for Easter. One last thing I do want to mention, there's an auto delivery offering.
Oh, what a
So if
great
you're
idea.
saying, I'm excited, and I'm already thinking about how disappointed I'm going to be when they're all gone, we have auto delivery. There's a second shipment that will come to you holiday time. So that'll be December 2019. And basically what you're doing is just setting yourself up so you don't even have to think about it. It's automatically going to arrive for you.
The middle flavor right here, the Heath Toffee, stays the same, and then we just change the festive looks from daisies to Christmas trees there on the sprinkles, and from a pastel green to a Christmas green. Sometimes I think it's, honestly, a little ridiculous when we offer an auto delivery for Christmas. You know, what am I doing next week? I haven't even made plans for my children's spring break, okay, if we want to know all the details. This value, these flavors,
and I will tell you,
go for it.
For anybody who's ever, you get into the hustle and bustle of the holidays, and then you realize, oh, all of the things you forgot to do and all of the people you're going to be seeing, and the fact that this will arrive, and you'll say to yourself, I'm so happy I did that back in April.
Stockings,
right.
yeah, gift toppers.
Here's what's happened already since we introduced the big deal last night. 4,000 orders have been placed. So you're looking at the platter there. You're getting that assortment that's going to bring you your pretzels coated in caramel and then chocolate and then topped with toffee or white chocolate topped with those fantastic daisy sprinkles and all the pretty colors for spring. Or if you are just a chocolate lover, it's drizzled in chocolate, but the chocolate has that wonderful little coloring to it. So you just let us know you want the set of 24, when you'd like them to ship right away or April 15th. Either way, they're there in time for Easter and beyond.
And beyond.
So since you said 4 months, tell me some of the ideas
we've
got for
I'm
decorations.
going to slide over here.
Okay.
Carol, our food stylist, and I had a blast doing this because when you've got 4 months, and I don't know about you, but I've got a baby shower coming up. I've got birthday parties, gifts for people.
Yeah.
So we took all 24 that you see right here in these 3 terracotta pots.
I love it.
Put flower stickers on them, and then added a card as if it were for a wedding. So enjoy a sweet ending to our new beginning.
Oh, isn't that delightful?
So cute. That could be the business cards. If you're a real estate agent and you have this at a showing or just on your desk, and someone can take a business card and a pretzel rod along with you.
I love it.
We did like a cigar box, and I had so much fun. I just did this on my computer.
So
it's
cute.
a boy, like a cigar wrapper. We added a tag as if it were for a shower, but you don't need that. You can just give these out of the hospital. If you're the aunt to a new baby that's coming up, do this for your sister or sister-in-law. Have this ready so she can give this to people who are visiting her new baby. Napkin rings.
About these little cuties.
Oh, this was just, I mean, you just slide 3 in there. First of all, just one would be a great place marker, right? But hey, they can take the pretzel rods home with them. They can even take the the napkin rings if you want. And then, thank you for indulging me. So fun. Okay, just stickers on the top of these in a cookie jar. We did Easter baskets. We did like a mason jar of carrots, a birthday party, another terracotta, but a coffee mug, and something for the teacher.
You went really quickly, but I do want everybody, because you can go to your local craft store. You can go to your local dollar store and find cute little stickers affordably and pop those onto your pretzel rods.
Just
and
right
that's
there,
the gift that you give. These are popular, and I will tell you, with that big deal price of less than $35, 6 easy payments if you are using your credit card to place your order, and the shipping and handling is free. But if you want the big deal price, you need to make sure that you are placing your order today. So how about we make a few of these and talk to Lucy at the same time?
Oh, good. Yay, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. You're live on QVC2 with Leah and Lori. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
What do you think of our QVC2 big deal for Mrs. Prindables?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I sent these pretzels to my son this past Christmas. He lives with his fiance and her 2 girls.
Oh.
And it got to the point where I was sending them the apples. And he finally said, Mom, too many apples. Don't send me the apples. So I sent him the pretzel rods this time. And that way the girls could put them in their lunch for school, and it was more doable for them.
What do they think about the flavor, Lucy, along with the convenience?
The flavor is great. Yeah, I mean, really, come on, chocolate and pretzels, with nuts on top, I know, some have nuts, some don't, but, it's nice because they're not messy. The kids can eat them in no time at all, and, they're doable.
Yeah.
And I bet you anything that you paid a little bit more during the Christmas time than right now. I don't know if you remember the prices, but I am just over the moon about the prices that we have today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I usually he's in North Carolina. So for me, I'm in New York. So I can just send him something, he gets it, and, it works.
Oh, that's fantastic. And that's so nice because, you know, they'll think of you when it arrives. You're putting a smile on their face. And like you said, often what happens is the pretzels are delicious, but if you've got a big box of pretzels for a small family, they can't eat them as quickly. These are going to last for up to 4 months. So even if they're not eating them all right away, they'll enjoy them for a good long time.
Oh, right. Yep.
Oh.
No, I
Lucy-
remember